Find yourself tuning in with me, Dr. Cortez Sims. I'm coming on to several different pages on today because I feel that I have something to say as a Thursday thought. I want to give a couple of minutes to anyone that can have the minutes or have a break between working from home or any kind of way just to kind of see what I have to say right now, that I can see if someone will kind of come online and see this incredible topic that many of us struggle with as long as you are a human being, talking about the truth. And I want to just kind of share a few things. Hey, good morning, good afternoon. I just want to kind of share a few things just for a few minutes, because I had a couple of Thursday thoughts today that I was torn between, like, do I share this one this week? Do I go to a different topic for next week? But I really feel like that these are different discussions that needs to be discussed. One of the things I want to talk about today is, for a long time, we've been teaching after learning. We've been repeating things after not examining if this is something that I should apply to my life and repeat to my children. And we wonder why we have a lot of different generational things that has been repeated. And we're able to be afforded to say, I thought I taught you better than that. I thought I said this to you before. And, did you learn from my mistakes? And here's the reality. Many of us would never learn from your mistakes, or we would never be taught better, because the information that we got up front was not really great information. Today I want to talk about how the truth does not hurt. And someone would definitely go, yes, it does. I know the truth hurts, because every time somebody tells the truth, we get upset. We have pain. We have fights and stuff. There's wars. Where here's the reality. The reason why that I can say that the truth does not hurt, because it's been a constant dysfunctional belief that needs to be broken. Okay? This is Dr. Cortez Sims. I live a lot in philosophy. I live a lot in study. I deal with behavioral health and dealing with behavior, patternistic behavior and patterns. I have to do a lot of analytics with why do we get the results that we have. What's going on, Brother Webb, Brother Jordan, Miss Connor, and Uncle Al Robinson. Love you all. Thank you for taking out for just a couple minutes. But I just want to talk about how, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about how the truth does not hurt. Let me tell you guys why it does not hurt. Because when you tell the truth, it really gives you options. When you give a lie, you kind of like, well, okay, I'll go along with it, but I don't know. Truth stands. Truth is origin. Truth does not need to be proven, because it's just the truth. Lies, myths, what's been repeated, rumors, gossip, fallacies, fictional things. Those are the things that have to be proven, because it's hard to buy into, because we're not educated on it, we've never heard of it, and we were not around. Those are the things that need to be proven. I'll give you a great example. Anything that's biblical that we read in the Bible. Okay, let's just go Bible. Anything that we read, the stories. No, we were not there. No, we were not old enough to be in the place of those biblical times. But if those words, those stories, those proverbs, those things of wisdom can still liberate us, which is truth. Truth makes you free. Then it becomes something that's been proven. Now I can have something that has a proven track record. And if I repeat this thing that has been applied to me to give me a proven track record, it becomes a belief. I can believe in that because it's been proven, not only to myself when I've applied it, but I've shared this to my son, and my grandfather did it, and my dad told me. Okay, my grandfather did it. Just give you guys a little example. Grandfather displayed it, shared it to my dad. My dad told it to me, and I shared it with my son. So over and over and over, it's been a proven fact to be a belief in our system, because it keeps turning up to be the truth that works. And so truth, those type of truth is not hurting you the whole time. It's really allowing you to make options. It is making you free. You're not bleeding. There's no dysfunction. You're not hurt. But what I want to tell you guys is, it's not that the truth hurts. It's the lies that we believe. It is the things that is not true that hurts. It is the things that it was based upon that was not thoroughly sought after that hurts, that damages, that provides pain. Those are the things that hurts. Those are the things that hurt in the long run. When you were told one thing in the beginning and what you were told was not the straight up truth. You was told something else that was far from the truth or was not the whole truth. And guess what? When it is revealed, when it's being proven, those are the things that hurts. And these are the things that we have to break, these generational, dysfunctional paradigms. So then we will break a lot of these different curses and different disregards off of our children and their children. That's what break curses. And that's what a lot of people cannot stand. They cannot stand the fact that you come into a situation and you had the nerve to be bold enough to be truthful and say, listen, that is not what the truth is. The truth is, I'll give you another example. I don't have gray hair. It is not called gray hair in my hair or in my body. It is not called gray hair. If you speak with anybody that specializes in hair, there's no such thing as gray hair. It's white hair. White is the other extreme that makes it bright from brown or black hair. So when people say, oh, hey, I have all these gray hairs in my stream, it is not gray, it's white. And it manifests to be even more brighter. And we hate to hear that we have repeated dysfunctional things that's been constantly repeated. And when somebody comes aboard and goes, hey, I don't have any connection with you. I have no allegiance to even say anything different. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you any favors. I don't owe you any money. So this is why I can be straight liberal. Liberal keeps you free. Okay. I can be liberal with this. And then I walk away with freedom and peace because it's not attached to a lie. All right. Truth does not need to be proven. The only thing that needs to be proven are lies, as I was saying before, rumors, gossip, things that have you in question, myths, okay, repeated beliefs. Those are the things that need to be proven to see if it was a truth in the first place. So if truth in the first place was already part of the origin, there's no reason to be second guessing. Well, the only reason why a lot of us have to second guess and need to do extra research because we have a hard time receiving if this was the truth in the beginning. You know why? Because people love lies. Lies create stories. All right. Truth create stories too. But to people who need to be amused or need to be entertained, then I always say in a lot of my philosophies is that truth is kind of boring because it doesn't give you a lot of excitement to certain people. I'm not going to say to everyone, but it doesn't give you a lot of excitement to certain people who need to be amused all the time. Because truth has a way of resonating to those that love it. They respect it. They honor it. Okay. They have great regard. They reverence truth because it allows you to grow and blossom. Lies, things that's very, very fictional, things that are just or has a lot of pretend, it has the potential to be something, but it's not built upon something that is original. Then a lot of people build upon that, build upon it, build upon that. And for those that fall for that type of excitement or they need that type of amusement, they love that, which is why we have all kind of fictional stories, horror myths, and things that doesn't really mean anything. So when there's a rumor going on, because even rumor has some truth to it, it may, but a lot of times it does not. It's just rumor as an activity. It circulates. Okay. You could gossip about something that, girl, you know what I heard? And the fact that somebody heard something that you didn't hear, for those that like that type of activity, they will definitely invest into that type of activity. And now you're part of the gossiping and the rumor parts about something that may or may not be truth. So by the time the truth comes to liberate you, the whole story stops. And that's when people are like, oh man, you had me going. Oh my goodness. I almost believed that. Right. And so this is what we have to make a conscious decision to be like, well, wait, you know what? Does truth really, really hurt? Is truth really going around stabbing people and having you hurt? Or is the truth really is, hey, this virus has the potential to go into your system. Doesn't matter how it came. Doesn't matter if it's been dropped in the sky. Doesn't matter if it's been flying by a drone. I'm talking about like a great example, like the national alert, the coronavirus. The truth is, if you inhale something, because there is no blood that's coming, there's no guns that's being pointed at me, there's nothing that I'm tasting that I know of that's caused me to have this common, same, similar, symptomatic experience, then I can die. Now that's the truth. What do I do to take preventative measures to prevent myself from falling in that categorical cyclone that goes over and over and over? Okay, so now that's what I need to know. What is the truth about this thing? I remember in the beginning when everyone was saying, is this a hoax? Is this, can I believe this thing? And what was being proven over and over and over, people will die. People can die. Okay? These things can attract. It's no different than, and I'm not just going to talk about coronavirus, but I'm just saying that these things way before last year, way before other things that was going on in our immunity system, just people issues. If you share the wrong information to your children, it can be very, very contagious to repeat these things. And some people would take that as a belief and they would go, well, I believe you because I believe everything that you say. And I took that to heart and I applied it to myself. And because you told me that, it has to be a truth because my daddy told me. It has to be a truth because my grandmother told me. I don't think that she would lie to me. And that's the misconception. And with that misconception, it will breathe you to deception. Now you begin to deceive your own self to a belief that was not originally true. Truth is just truth, you guys. From the beginning, it is the truth. Whether it is revealed or discovered from search or just within time is what I wrote today. Truth stands so strong by itself, it is absolutely ridiculous. What's going on, Brother Phillips? And my good friend, my great artist, and my good cousin, Tiffany Carthen. I love you. Last thing, remember how we talk about how there's three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. Here's the deal. What you're saying is first party has a story. Second party has a story. And then there's the truth that has the original story. But the truth is the origin party. It started off with me. Now, whether somebody take it for what it is, or do we add stories to it because we don't want to share that one because it's not amusing to my surroundings, or it doesn't allow me to have that inner dysfunctional fix that I needed to be accepted by people. I needed to be included by people because maybe I have some old rejection things that I have not dealt with, and some things that was told to me and I bought into it because of my ignorance. Ignorance does not make you a negative person. It's just something that I am able to ignore, or I choose to ignore because the truth makes me have to accept. I'll go with this lastly. There's something in the Bible that says like this. It's in the book of John. It said that I am the way. This is Jesus talking. I am the way. The way is coming through me. The truth, okay, and the life. No one can go to the Father except by coming through me. Now, if you have that belief in me, this is the way it's going to go. I am an advocate. I am the middle person. I am the person that is between man and I am God within myself. If you believe in all those different truths, the truth makes you free. It don't just set you up. It liberates you to make a choice. So it makes you free. You just have to take the option to just remain free. A lot of us have became millionaires, and you don't want to believe that all of this money, because of dysfunction, because of bad time and money management, you cannot even fathom your mind to say, I was a millionaire a long time ago. I let so many monies go through my hands, and I hate to face that truth. So I deceive myself in being like, no, I haven't hit it yet because I've been on unemployment. I didn't make that much money because I don't see it. But what you don't realize is that the realism, which is the truth, is if I were being a very good steward, if I was faithful over a few things, I could have been ruler over many things years ago. So it's not that God didn't put it in my hands. It's because I didn't realize, I didn't take the time. I underestimated myself. I may have had a lot of distractions that did not allow me to get to what the truth really is. I wish that we had a way that we can just tally every dime, every nickel that we gave away, every dime and nickel that we overpaid things, every dime, every nickel that we've walked past and goes, I don't need no extra pennies, when God gave you extra things to say, now that you found this, what are you going to do with it? Can you bless somebody? Can you put it in a little child's hand to give them an extra thing for like a carton of milk in school when they were attending school? Because that's the truth. So truth is a person. Truth stands alone. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Now that's God said. Can't nobody go to the Father except by me. And I'm going to keep proving to you that I'm the truth if you believe in me, as the scripture has said. All right. Also, the Bible says that, and you shall know it. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. One other translation says set you free. But I'm so attached to what truth does. I had a situation the other day. I'll give you a live testimony. I had to be truthful with myself. And I had to take some time so I won't go into self-deception. And I've had a lot of those moments, and I made some bad, crazy mistakes because I was deceiving myself to believe that this is otherwise. And I was like, wow, so this is the outcome. Because when you begin to do that, it will rob you from your mission and your passion and the path trajectory that you're already on anyway. And I remember I had to sit down and I was talking to someone. I can't reveal names, of course. And I had to be honest with myself first while I was being honest with them. And I spelled it out, and they took it in, and it was like, you know what? All of this time I was thinking, all I've heard was, I was thinking this, I thought this, I was believing this. I said, I understand that. But everything that I understand doesn't mean that I agree. That's another subject. It's another subject for another day, you guys. And when I said it like that, I was hoping that it would have popped, because I don't want it to deceive you with my activity. And I've changed my activity, if you were paying attention, because I have to live in truth that's truthful for me. And I was hoping that you would respect the man that I am, walking in a different level of integrity, because I'm tired of the old integrity that I thought was pure integrity. And this is a growth that I'm going through, a growth spurt that I'm going through. And so with those different truths, I realized that if there's any hurt in it, it's because that person was deceived by what they wanted to believe. My job is to walk in truth as much as possible. Do I always want to walk in the truth? It's hard, because there's some stuff that I don't want to raise up and believe in all of the time. You know why? Because I had to change my thinking. And that's a lifetime job. That's my reality, you all. But guess what? I'm enjoying the process. There's some things that I don't want to receive to believe, because I don't want to look at certain people a certain way, but I have to receive them and not judge them based upon behavior, but love them because they are human. I made mistakes. Who am I to say that I am better or think I am much above? Because I'm going to continue to make them too. And I would love for somebody to give me grace because I'm walking in truth and they're being truthful with me. Lastly, this is a heavy topic. Please share it. Please share it. Please share it. I am one of those people that even when I don't like to say it, I like to even be genuine to say, hey, here's what the truth is. The truth is, I don't know what I'm doing. The truth is, I don't like school like that. I do it because I love the results that it's getting me. The truth is, I struggle in these areas and I need a lot of prayer. So please don't discredit me. And when you start sharing those type of truth, the more you become habitual in those truth, the more that it is attractive to those people who have maturity. The immature people love to stay in the same place. And that's why they're still saying, as of today, that the truth hurts. The truth hurts. And they just repeated something because they're dealing with the result of what truth has done to them. Truth has put you in a position to make a decision to believe it or not. Now, guess what a lot of people do? They don't believe it, which is called self-deception. Okay? You deceiving. The Bible talks about that in the last days, men will be deceivers of their own selves. They would just believe what they believe, and they would stay stuck, and they would wonder why these issues would stay the same. You're absolutely right, and they will never grow. Hey, I'm doing better. This is my year. How are you doing better if you're not breaking cycles? If you're not taking tutorials like this or taking small videos and like, never listen to what this brother is trying to say. You know, it may help me liberate my whole generational curse. I had to accept the fact in my family that there's some people in my family who just mad at everybody. They're angry at everybody. And you can tell them all day long, hey, I apologize. And in my apology, please forgive me for something that I had one intent way to do it. You took it in your perception to take it as another thing, and you are so deceived to thinking that I had intentions to do this, and you don't even talk to me. And you could write it out. You could put it in an instant messenger. You could text it. You can even invite them to call you. And guess what they won't do? They will stay stuck on what they want to believe, and they will get off the chat and leave you there. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I love the family that I have on here. Look like we have a lot of mutual friends. I love you all. Brother Harry, Brother Bobby, my good musicians. Let's work soon. I need to do some recording. So here's the deal, y'all. The truth. The truth. The truth to the matter is ... I dare you. I challenge you guys to share what your truth is. Tell some people, say, you know what? I need to let you know that I've been slacking on telling you that how much I love you. I brag about you behind your back, and I don't even tell you that I love you. I don't tell you how much your life has been very effective to me. I tell everybody else. Maybe I don't know how to tell you because every time I talk to you, I get nervous. You know, I get nervous. I start because it's very humbling to know that this impact that you've given me, the impact of what your life has done to me, makes me just humble myself and be like, man, you know, continue to do what you're doing to me because you've been one of my greatest teachers. And there's nothing wrong with that. We need more of that, you guys. We need more to know what have this person done to my life. Have they been a great influencer? Do they demonstrate strength? Do they demonstrate resilience? That they can pick they can fall into some crazy decisions, or they could make some different choices, and then boom. But I just want to let you guys know that the truth does not hurt. God said that he's the truth. He reveals, he sets people free, he makes them free. He opens up their life, he heals people. He does all of these different things. That doesn't sound like the same God who is truth, who's going around stabbing people, hurting people, damaging people, hurting people. If God is the truth, so you mean to tell me that God is going around hurting people? Okay, he's the truth, right? He's the truth. I'm just going to tell you the truth. And God is like, I'm going to use these people who don't have no regard, that has no attachment, and I'm going to have them to tell the truth about it, and they can stand with me in peace and in silence. And great is your reward to take the boldness to do it, because you don't have to worry about who's going to be your friend in the end, and who's not going to come over and give me a gift later on, who's going to celebrate me for my birthday. No, let the truth do what it is supposed to do. It is supposed to make people free, and the respect for somebody to have the boldness to do it is what is going to be more liberating than anything. Hey, I love you guys. I don't want to keep you. I just had a Thursday thought, and I was torn between a couple of topics. Please tune in later on. Every Thursday, I try to give you a Thursday thought on some discussions or just some things that just came across my small mind. You know what I mean? But always tune in with me. Books are available online on Amazon.com, or you can go to www.drcortezdsims.com and pick up a book. Speechless Conversation is a great read that have a lot of life lessons and perspective in poetry form, or even quotes on napkins that can be very inspirational. You know, those are snacks and inspirations for your heart and soul is what I call it. And then Qualified but not preferred. Sorry, I'm excited. It's another self-help book, quick read, but very, very meaningful, talking about a cause for being yourself. I just want to let you guys know that, listen, truth does not hurt. It's very, very powerful. I can't stop talking about it. It's very powerful to hear somebody say, hey, the reality is I don't feel love. I feel disrespected. I feel every time that I share love that you can just take from me. But when it's time for you to share love, do you even have love in your heart? I just want to be truthful today. And nobody likes that because it makes you have to think. It makes you have to work. And people are not ready for this truth. They want you to go along with the story as if truth does not exist. But I need to let you guys know, as long as you stay truthful to yourself and you walk in honesty and boldness, and you have the love of God in your heart, and you don't have time for people to be deceived, love somebody enough to tell the truth to them. Because God is love. God is truth. And you are one of the most truthful people that I know. I love you guys. Take care. I don't know if this is recorded. Whatever time that you find yourself tuning